Welcome back to another fun-filled, fantastic day of Project Lead the Way. Today we're discussing Ozobots, and first and foremost, we have to talk about all the contents that you got in your kit that you took home. So first, it is your robot itself. It is very, very important to note that these are very delicate. You need to be handling them with the utmost care. A couple things to notice on your Ozobot itself. Underneath, you have the wheels. You have a system that's going to be recognizing all the code as it's actually traveling over the lines you create. You have your power button. And in the back, you have the port that we're going to be used for charging your robot before we begin today. All right, so you have the robot in your kit. You have the 4 different colored markers that I gave to you. So you have your red, your green, your blue, and your black marker. You also have a charging cable, very important. And then finally, you've got your introduction booklet. It should have looked like this. The most important page that you'll need for today is just page 6, which is where you'll be able to calibrate your robot. All right, so when you are beginning to charge your Ozobot, again, very delicate, please be handling it with care. The only thing you need is your robot and the charging cable. If you notice this back port on your Ozobot, there is a flat bottom and kind of like a rounded top to the entrance port. You are going to line up the charging cable, which is flat, with the flat bottom of the entrance port, and then the rounded part with the rounded part. So go ahead and put that together. The other side is a USB. So there's 2 different ways that you can charge this. I've done both. You can just plug it into your Chromebook, or if you have like an iPhone or Android that uses the USB block, excuse me, that plugs into the wall, you can go ahead, take out the charging cable for your phone, pop that into the block, and then just have it charged in your wall. You don't have to worry about it. Currently, because I have multiple USBs on my computer, I'm actually charging multiple Ozobots at the same time. So we're going to hope that we can calibrate one right now together. It's also important to note that if your Ozobot is not entirely charged or not charged to full capacity, it'll still be blinking like a red or like an orange light. When it's done, it'll be green. All right, so we're going to take that off. All right, so my Ozobot has a little bit of charge. I'm going to help you calibrate yours today. To turn it on, okay, there is a very delicate power button. Looks like this, all right, on the side. This is not a button that you should be mashing or pressing or touching repeatedly. I want you to use your most delicate hands. All right, you press it once just to turn it on, okay? So my robot is on now. When I want to calibrate it, the reason that I'm doing this is that I'm saying, okay, now you're ready to recognize the code I have created. All right, so you are going to turn to page 6, all right, in calibrating your Ozobot, and you're going to place it directly on this black dot. When you place it on this black dot, you are then going to take your same power button, press it, and hold, and then release. Perfect. This, the green dot that showed up and the ding that you heard, the sound that it made, states that your Ozobot has been calibrated and it is ready to move through the maze you have created. When you flip through your booklet, you can see a couple of different codes that were already given to you or that are pre-drawn. Yes, your Ozobot will work through those or use the code that is provided to you. Below, there are spaces for you to copy the code. You do not need to. This booklet is mainly just for you to have a couple different examples, as well as obviously have that space to calibrate it. All right, a couple of other rules with your Ozobot. You need to make sure that you are only ever using your robot far away from the edge of a table. Okay, so when you're coding, make sure that if your robot is to leave your piece of paper or continue moving beyond your piece of paper, it is not going to fall off the edge of something. These are very, very expensive. They're really, really fun, and I want to keep them for a long time. Okay? If you have questions, if you have concerns, if your robot is acting funny, if it's not charging, you don't know what's going on, you're missing a marker, please contact me sooner rather than later. We have a couple of days that we're going to be using Ozobots in class, and I would love, as a distance learner, for you to be able to participate. Okay? I hope you have fun. Let me know how it goes.